most of Rachel and Bryan interview after the Bachelorette ended, most of the interviewers was questioning her too much about Peter. It was hard to watch because it was almost like Bryan wasn't there. It was about Peter. And you know, I was going to include the interviews in here, but I don't want to go through the whole copyright with YouTube, so just put it in the search in YouTube and find the interviews. But it's been all about him, and you know what, Bryan was like, I'm sick of it. I'm going to go ahead and respond and shut that down. So let's go ahead and get into the video. What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Team Review. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Bryan from the Bachelorette, who, you know, won over Rachel Lindsay hard and put a ring on it, is not having it, okay? He's sick of all of the hate and everyone coming for him and talking about he's the second runner-up and Rachel's in love with Peter and she only, you know, picked him because he was the one willing to give her a ring and Peter wasn't, and you know, she picked him for a ring and not for him. And if Peter wanted to marry Rachel, then she would have picked Peter. He was like, you know what, I'm not here for it. And he hopped on Instagram yesterday and he, you know, he clapped back, but not in a way that people normally clap back. You know, you have to really be in tune to be like, okay, this is his response, but in a very classy, respectful way. He posted these, you know, sweet images of him and Rachel. This one with them walking down the stairs, this one with her arms around his waist, and this one of them just, you know, chilling. They're so cute together. And he captioned the post, little fun fact that no one got to see on TV. I gave Rachel Lindsay several gifts throughout our journey. This is one specifically during the nighttime portion of our first one-on-one date in Rojas, Spain. It holds a special place in my heart because it was the same night she told me she was in love with me. It was the night I knew I was the one. Heart emoji. His hashtag are killing me, man. If you don't know, you don't know. We knew, yes. Tell them. He's basically shutting down the haters like, listen, I knew, we knew, just because it wasn't on TV. Stop all that hating stuff talking about I'm the runner-up. I'm never the runner-up. I was never the runner-up. I'm going to be her husband and she loves me. And the last hashtag was, that's all that matters. Basically saying, come on my page, hate all you want, go on the different videos on YouTube or whatever and hate all you want, but that's all that matters as long as we know that we love each other and I was always the one. That's all that matters. And then he continued, custom made, University of Texas, Jersey, #1, emoji on the back, Dr. Abs and Big Rich. I will always have your back. All right, now I see you, Bryan. But basically that's been the theme of since this whole thing ended. For fans of The Bachelorette, The Bachelor, for fans who just love the show, everyone have been saying that, you know, she's in love with Peter, she's never in love with Bryan, and especially with the whole breakup. I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to put the link below in the description because I did a whole review on the episode and the finale and all that, so you guys go ahead and click that link and check that out. But my thing is with but before I go any further, the two were seen at these images that I'm putting in here. These are new images. They were at Lord and Taylor, and they just look cute together. I'm loving her dress. I'm just loving everything about them right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Trista, the lady from the Bachelorette years ago, she's been married since 2003. So you know what? Hey, it's possible. Because when Trista picked Ryan, most people were like, Ryan wasn't the one for her, and da-da-da-da. And yeah, they are. They've been married since 2003. So you never know. I'm wishing Rachel and Bryan the best. But Good Morning America did speak with Peter, and Peter said that he knows that Rachel is in love with Bryan and that Bryan is not a runner-up, and he wished them nothing but the best. He said that, you know, it was hard for him to watch their breakup on the show. However, he talked to her, you know, on the couch, and he feel like they left in a great place. So maybe after that intense interaction when the camera went off, they probably talked some more off air. But what I was going to say is, for the people who saying that she should have chosen Peter, if she chose Peter, she would have shown no growth. She didn't just come on the show to find a man, to find a ring. She came on the show to learn things, to find herself, to change, to grow, to also figure out, why am I making the decisions that I'm making when it comes to men in my relationship. So Peter is like exactly the men she's dated in the past. Yes, Bryan, handsome, love her, wants to give her the word and everything, and she's over here chasing the guy who's saying that, listen man, it's only been 6 months, which I commend Peter for standing his ground. Don't ever rush and force yourself into anything because of somebody else. When you make a huge decision, always make those decisions for you, because at the end of the day, it's your life and it's your happiness. So that was an amazing example for him to show that it's my life, it's my happiness. I want to do this one time, and I'm not going to do it because you want me to do it. And eventually in the end, he loved her so much that he broke down and say, I will do it for you. And that's when she was like, nah, do it because you want to, do it because you love me, not you know what I'm saying? And that right there was really powerful to watch, because so often people jump into decisions and do things for other people, and then in the end realizing this was a mistake and eventually end up leaving. I believe she made the right choice, because had she gone with Peter, they would have been done. Like done, because they would have been arguing. If they could argue like this, right? Cry and have so much emotion in front of cameras and TV and people, imagine what the conversations would have been like when the cameras go off and behind closed door. If they had stayed together, it's too toxic, and it would have been like the constant, so when are you going to propose, we have been enough to drive him nuts to be like, you know what, have a nice life. So I'm glad, you know, she fell in love with Bryan and did not go down the route of Peter. That showed that she finally have grown, have seen where she was making mistakes, and made a choice to do better. And you know what, I'm wishing them nothing but the best. There's nothing wrong with going out there and trying and making it work. So I'm wishing Rachel and Dr. People be saying to him, stop using the word doctor so loosely. He is a doctor, so stop. You know, dentists are doctors too, so stop. People always feel like, oh, you know, you're a doctor because you're actually in the hospital on the operating table. Stop it. He is a doctor. You guys stop shading him. But anyways, my friend, I love. That's about it, man. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation.